Okay, so this is the first time that I actually record a video with OBS that I actually plan to upload and send to some friends. So, alright, change windows here because I need to talk about something that I just had to go through. Alright, so I the reason why I'm on elementary OS right now is because I had seen a YouTube video talking about like some new additions, and I thought that it was pretty cool. Actually, one thing that made me really want to try it was specifically a note-taking app that uh, I need to actually find in the store. I actually haven't even gone through the GUI store, and I've already installed an application using the terminal because I know how to use Ubuntu, and this is basically Ubuntu underneath. Unfortunately, it won't stay this way because they're going to be moving to Arch now. So Elementary OS is going to be an Arch-based distro in the upcoming version, from what I heard. But there. Let me see if I could find the note app that I was talking about. Let me not go off into this tangent. Oh, I think it's this one. No, it was like a. It started with a P, but I don't remember the name of it. It's fine. Not that important. And also, do you really have to pay for this? Can I set this to 0 and get it? Oh, okay. I'm. It's not letting me cancel, but okay. That wasn't the app that I wanted. Oh, okay, it did cancel. Awesome. So, anyway, aside from that weirdness, I just wanted to talk about this OS for a second. I'm kind of seeing already the things that I don't like about Elementary OS, which is funny because I've only been in this OS for maybe half an hour. I literally just did a fresh install. This had Windows on it earlier. Um, I actually had to look up this page, and I didn't read the page because right as I was, right as like the page is loading, like I clicked on this link, and as the page is loading, I saw that you need to install this thing, and I was like, okay, I already know what I need to do. So I want to explain a main problem that I just found here. This is an Ubuntu-based OS, right? You should be able to treat it like Ubuntu. Thusly, if you're an experienced Linux user, you should be able to just pop up the terminal and install an application, right? But let's go through the series of events that I just had to go through here. I ran the command here for installing FFmpeg, which is the very first instruction right here on here. I didn't copy and paste it. I actually typed it in myself because I don't know. So anyway, I installed that. That went perfectly fine. And then I proceeded to add this repository and ran into this issue, and I was like, the fuck? Like, I even spell checked it and ran it again, and it didn't do anything, and I was like, okay, what? And then I literally like searched like add repositories in Elementary OS, and the first result, I was looking for the word for that. The first result like was from an Ubuntu blog. It looks like. Wow, that's such a dumb name. Ubunlog.com. I'm sorry if the owner of this website is out there looking at this video, but it's not a fun name. I guess it is fun because it's funny, but anyway. So yeah, I was able to find out what I needed to do without even reading the whole page. But it's just dumb that I needed to install this application just to add a repository when on normal Ubuntu, like that's like it's literally built in. Like literally these instructions are for Ubuntu. Like I shouldn't have to go through this. This is annoying. And also I hate this alt tab setup. Actually, you know what? It makes more sense if you're staring at the dock while you're doing it. But my my brain gets really confused when I look at the center of the screen and there's no like it doesn't show the different applications, but it does show it at the bottom. So you know what? I'll give it that. Like this isn't that bad. It's actually kind of nice that they like turn the dock into the alt tab menu, like because the dock is normally there, but it's like all filled out with like all the applications that you have on it, which I'm gonna take some of these off in a little bit. But it it gets compacted into the smaller one for the Windows, which is actually kind of nice. But anyway, I had to install this application just to be able to add a repository to install another application, and that's such an extra step. Like that really is an extra step. And I'm sorry, but like I absolutely hate websites that do instructions like this. Like I understand that am I am very well versed with Linux and I could just use a command prompt and I'm not scared of it. But not every Linux user is like that. And for Ubuntu, like you could just package a .deb and ship it out in a .deb, and for the uh, noob users that are moving over from Windows to Linux, a .deb is a lot easier. Of course, that's if the noob decided to go with an easy OS, because from my experience in the Linux community, I've noticed that there's a lot of noobs that will automatically want to go into the most complicated operating system, being like Arch or Debian, and well, actually, even in Debian, you know what? Even in Debian is just as complicated as Arch. It's just uh, older and well built, and Debian will also take .debs as long as it's a .deb designed for Debian, because like for some reason Ubuntu and Debian handle things a little bit differently, so not every .deb is made equally. But if the website has maybe two different .debs for those two Debian based operating systems, because Ubuntu and Debian are basically the same under the hood. Um, most like it would just be easier. It would just be easier for the noobs. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Like this OS is already kind of annoying me. Like it makes me want to go back to Ubuntu. I just don't get it. Like the Linux community is super weird because they want everybody to use the most open source operating system, the most uh, lightweight and fast operating system, but nobody thinks about like the noobs out there, and like something like Manjaro is still too complicated for some of the noobs out there. Like I will honestly say that. Like if you want to learn Linux in baby steps, I truly think that Ubuntu is the only option. Like if you're taking baby steps. If you do want to take big leaps, Manjaro is better than going straight to Arch, because Arch, the installation process is just messy, like very messy. Like having to install a desktop environment uh, yourself and having it be all like super plain and kind of gross looking when you first install it, because you don't know all the subsequent apps that you need to, or packages that you need to install to get things like notifications and stuff working inside of those desktop environments. Like all of that is just extremely messy. And usually when you download a Linux distro, like it's at least put together. Like this, honestly, like this isn't my favorite desktop environment, but this is Pantheon, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Um, this might not be my favorite desktop environment, but it's put together in a way that actually functions. Oh, I want to say one thing that's dumb though. I don't know what version the YouTuber that I was watching was using, but they were using it in a VM, and they were able to decide what keyboard um, to use, like based on the operating system or whatever that they were using before. Um, but it didn't let me in this case, and instead of having the super key, it shows this weird thing that I don't even know what it's called. It's from the Mac keyboards. I know that much, but it just doesn't work for me. Like this looks like shit, and and I don't like it. Like just write super on all of this, and I'll be golden. And honestly, like actually, I you know what? I'm not even gonna complain that much because my main gripe was that I didn't know until I went to Alt Tab uh, that I didn't know if they were gonna swap the Control and Alt because I know that on Mac keyboards that is swapped. Like the Control and Alt are not in the same place on a Windows keyboard as they are on a Mac keyboard. So I was scared that that the function would be different, but no, it's this is a normal Alt tab. Like you can't see the buttons that I'm pressing, but I'm pressing the normal Alt on my Lenovo Windows keyboard here, and it just worked. I just want to go through a little bit of things here since I'm uploading this to my YouTube channel and not just sending this to a friend. Um, I want to show a few things. I had already shown them. I had shown my friend in HTOP, not in HTOP, in Task Manager in Windows, my CPU. But I'm gonna show it here because I can. Oh, I'm gonna run another application because I bet this doesn't have. I mean, another install. I bet this doesn't have HTOP already preloaded. So I'm just gonna install that there. And you know what? For later, I'm going to install this amazing app that everybody should try out. Pithos is it's a Pandora client, but it doesn't play ads, and it's got unlimited skips, and you could set it to high quality even if you don't have Pandora 1. It does say that it runs it like at like I forgot how many kilobytes per second. I think it was like 69 or some shit. Honestly, it was like 60. It was 60 something. I don't remember. It could have been 65, 64. I don't know. There's some rounding off to that. My brain wants to say 69, but anyway, yeah, Pithos is fucking great. Um, Great application for just listening to music. And HTOP. I'm gonna run HTOP in a separate tab here, so we can see that I've got 8 threads. This is actually a 4-core processor. It's an i7. Um, I want to show. Uh, that's so annoying. I think I'm just gonna change the keyboard mapping because honestly, like, I don't like that I need to hold down. Oh, this is the thing that I was gonna talk about because of these keyboard shortcuts. This 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 is it. So, oh, it even says it here. So you have to hold down the super key and space to open this up instead of just pressing the super key. So it can't just be like, press the Windows key, type in the thing, and open up an application. Instead, I have to do Windows key and space to be able to get it to open. And that's extremely annoying for someone who literally just started the operating system. Like, please. Like, please just do things normally. Anyway, I'm actually going to change this here because I had changed it earlier, but then I changed it back, and now I want it again. Wait, how was it? Wait. Yo, how did I do it? It was in this menu. That didn't show a while ago, did it? Or was I just going through this too fast? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, uh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video because like that was trippy. But anyway, yeah, Windows key now does the same thing, the normal thing anyway, the thing that it does in every other operating system. I was gonna show in system settings, which I closed out because I'm very forgetful. It's a i7 quad core at 2 gigahertz, which is kind of slow, but it's here. It works. HTOP is showing that I'm barely even using the CPUs, and my RAM is barely being taken up. So at least this operating system isn't very heavy. Not much heavier than Ubuntu anyway. Yeah, it's a nice processor. This is probably gonna be how I make videos now. Um, it's just easier sometimes to like just get a laptop up and do things. And also, I could put my webcam on OBS now. Um, Not gonna do it at this very moment because I'm not dressed for the occasion. So, but yeah, this is all I wanted out of a laptop. My other laptops, for some reason, can't do all of this. Um, I've got a newer laptop than this one that has DDR4 memory and everything, but for some reason, because corporations are bad, they put only one slot for memory, and it's occupied with a 4 gigabyte stick. And I would have to buy a single 8 gigabyte stick, which is not cheap, and I don't have money right now. So that laptop is just gonna remain up- unupgradable for a little while. But this one, on the other hand, because it's an older computer and I've got a bunch of DDR3 sticks laying around, I'm gonna mess with the RAM on this and get a little bit more memory. I know that right now I could get 8 gigs like super easily because I've literally got it sitting in another laptop. But the the thing that I can't show you here, unless maybe I know that there's something I can run in the terminal to show um, what kind of RAM I could put in this, but or the empty slots, but I don't remember it off the top of my head right now, and that's okay. You don't have to remember everything in the terminal. Um, but I saw in Windows, and my friend knows this, but I'm saying this to the world. This laptop says it has 4 slots for RAM, which is very unique for a laptop. Um, you don't typically see that in a normal consumer laptop. Like you would see that probably in a gaming laptop, but this is an old Toshiba satellite, which I guess it's one of the more premium ones. I saw online that there was a backlit keyboard option for this, which I'm really gonna have to buy because the keyboard that's on this has some. It's got 2 keycaps that are missing, and the spacebar does not work at all. Um, even the keys where the keycaps are missing, it has like the little membrane thing which you could click down and uh, it still accepts the input. Like it's still actually doing a thing. Like one of them is actually the W here, and I could show you from the physical keyboard on the laptop that the W still works, and so does the number. Oh, I have to turn num lock on, but the number 8 is the other missing keycap, and it works just fine. But the spacebar does not work. I could only press spacebar from my external keyboard. But this will be this will be the computer that I probably do YouTube videos on now because I can record the webcam and record the screen at the same time. So it'll allow me to mess around with Linux stuff and get videos out because that's really what I want to do. I'm not gonna be streaming as much as I used to, but that's okay. We're here now. I'll still share my Twitch account in my the description below, and I will also be uploading this to LBRY slash Odyssey, whatever you want to call it. It'll be up there so that people can look at it. Maybe tip me some LBC. I don't know how that works. Like I thought the whole point for LBC was that you can earn LBC and change it to money later. If that's not true, I'm probably gonna stop using a library at some point because it doesn't make any sense. Like, if I can't get paid from it, what's the point? Like, I want to eventually have an income, a stable income, and I know that I'm not just doing this for myself. So I need to at least feed myself. So anyway, I'll see you peeps next time.